When the North Texas winter winds begin to blow, life on the streets becomes a battle for survival. Shelter, food, and life's basics do not come easily. How to navigate a complex and disjointed transportation system. How to get to where help is in a spread-out city. How to find basic medical needs. Finding community. Living a frequently isolated lifestyle. And most of all, trying to get noticed in a too busy society focused on their own daily concerns. Where do you turn? It's a place called Community Crossroads. Any Wednesday evening, you'll find warmth, music, food, and, most of all, fellowship here. We call it simple hospitality. Neighbors who have, sharing time with neighbors who need. The Bible's powerful command to help neighbors brought to life in practical and embracing ways. At Crossroads, Wednesday's fellowship spills over into a wide range of services throughout the week.
It's a lot of different ministries all under one roof, and we're constantly growing. So as we become aware of needs in the community, we do our best to address those needs or to find those needs. So the first thing we do is make sure that we're not trying to address something that's already being done by someone else. And if we can find those services for our neighbors when they bring up those needs, then that's what we do first. If we can't find them, then we start talking about, well, how can we address those needs? And that's how a lot of the programs here came into being.
And then there's some bread. Pick all you want into that.
Food is essential. And for our neighbors, it's an ongoing challenge to feed themselves and their families. Several days each week, doors open to offer our neighbors a wide range of fresh produce, milk, and other essentials. We're set up like a small neighborhood store where neighbors can wander through to select what they need from recently acquired surpluses from local stores and food banks. Volunteers acquire, transport, and stock the shelves, and of course, assist the sometimes overly challenged mothers.
I've learned over the years that these people are just like everybody else. Some of their circumstances are very different and very difficult, and it's through some fault of their own maybe, but it's like we're in this place, and the best thing to do is help everybody, helping each other. And the word community really means a lot to me.
Clothing is more than warmth and protection. It is also about dignity and expression. At Community Crossroads, we offer our neighbors a true retail shopping experience. Not second-hand cast-offs, but the kind of stuff you would wear yourself. Neighbors shop the racks for shirts, blouses, pants, and even shoes, with the assistance of our volunteers.
You wonder how they get along and whether they have a place to sleep at night. And wonder a little bit about how they got to the place they find themselves in. And wonder if there's anything more we can do to help. But we really are called to do what we can, and right now we're doing what we can.
Hold still. Little pinch here. This will be a little pinchy. Sorry, baby cakes. Little pinchy.
On the street, medical needs are constant, and places to turn are few and expensive. At Community Crossroads, we bring one important need to our neighbors: dental services. Every week, volunteer dentists and technicians provide their expertise to run our on-site dental clinic. Neighbors get first-rate dental treatment for problems that would otherwise go unattended.
No problem.
It's just very rewarding, and it gives me a sense of purpose, you know, and so I think that's mainly why. But we have a lot of fun here, and we kind of have a nice little family here, so that's why I work here. Yeah.
I see a 74-year-old man that finally conquered the demons, the spirits that was guiding him and leading him when he was younger. And I see a man that's, in my opinion, that I'm honest and just, and that I try to help people and don't try to take their goods away from them or none of that.
But I do believe that just by coming and volunteering and being with the neighbors, not volunteering behind the scenes, but coming out into having breakfast, having lunch, worshiping together, you begin to grow and to have an understanding of why in tradition it tells us the poor will always be among us, and why we are commanded to take care of the poor and the widowed and the orphaned and the refugee, because they're always going to be with us, and that's our responsibility.
I just keep kind of following Christ's example. You know, he never gave up. He never stopped. He just kept going through. And it's, to me, a very faithful way to follow, follow Christ and to exemplify my beliefs.
There are thousands of different stories, and there's a lot of different reasons, for why people are in a situation of need. So just don't ever generalize, and don't ever make assumptions either.
We'd like to think that some of the people who used to come don't come anymore because they found a home. They found better circumstances, but we give it up to God. We don't know.
I see a better person than I ever was.
Through these physical services, we interact with our neighbors. We share meals and fellowship. We share stories that shape our lives, different though they may be. We learn lessons that make real the lessons of Jesus. For centuries, crossroads have changed lives. At these intersections, people along different paths, headed to different destinations and with different means, meet. And for the briefest of moments, they share a space and perhaps a new insight. In these moments, trajectories can be altered. Lives can change. Hope can battle fear, and community replace isolation. Empathy can emerge. Thus be it so at Community Crossroads.